Yeah, like you're scared to death. Like you need to throw it out.
Recording has started.
Okay.
So roll call. I see Julia, Chris,
Here.
Evelyn.
Hi.
Hi, Craig,
Here.
Jeff,
Here.
Dave,
Here.
Lori,
Here.
myself, and then we have Lisa Hober, our
Yep.
treasurer.
Good.
Yeah, yes.
Public comment? We put it in there because we didn't know. No public comment. Officers report. I just want to welcome Jeff and Craig.
Thank you.
Hit the streets running. You get to join the first meeting as a special meeting and then executive session. Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you for the warning.
Huh?
I said, thank you for the warning.
You're welcome. Lisa, do you have anything, secretary?
I actually don't. No, thank you.
Okay. We go right into the board vacancy. We have a Third Beach person, Dave Giroux, who was on the budget committee 4 years ago. He was the chairman, who is willing to step in at least until August to fill the vacancy. So I would like to have a vote on him, or if there's any questions or any discussion anybody would like to talk about.
He's Third Beach.
He's Third Beach, yes. So
Sounds like a good idea.
what we would do is have, Craig is currently, he came on as filling that Third Beach. We'd have him swap and he'd be now the First Beach vacancy, and then have Jeff be the third, not Jeff, I'm sorry, have Dave be the Third Beach. So it'd be a proper representation. Is everybody good with that?
Yes, I'm good with that. Fine.
Okay.
Motion. Go ahead. Motion to accept Dave as a new board member
For Third Beach.
for Third Beach.
I second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, I think that was unanimous, so the motion carries. And I'll let Dave know tomorrow. And then I'll set up the emails, and I just didn't want to do that before.
Yeah, no, it makes perfect sense.
Okay,
Because what's the email? First Beach Rep at?
yes. And then you'll have an alias. So like if you want to tell people, it's easier if you want to tell people,
Yeah.
Craig
at.
M.
Yeah.
at,
But it's First Beach 1, right? And don't you have 1 and 2?
so it'd be First Beach Rep 1 and First Beach Rep 2. And I just labeled them based on when their term expired.
Yeah.
So.
Short takes precedence.
I gotta go there.
Okay, any more discussion on that? Webmaster vacancy, I did have, Jan DePrati. She had put in for it. She's got great credentials and she'd be on the board. I don't know if anybody knows her.
Yes. Yeah.
Do you know her? So she was one of the ones that kind of pulled back and said that she had other commitments. However, she did say if we're stuck, she would reconsider. She is a consideration. And then we also have another consideration for somebody that's not a member. It's still kind of a little iffy, but initially I asked if they would be willing to keep the website up to date and in tandem try to create a new one. So I may go back to her and just ask her if she would maintain it. And then try to find somebody else to create a new one.
Do we want to add her name at all? No.
What, Lisa? I'm sorry.
Do we want her name at all?
What do
In a
you
minute,
The non-member.
the non-member, yeah, thank you. So you said Jan Peretti, and then there's a non-member.
DePretti.
Pratty.
DePretti.
DePrati?
Yeah,
DePrati?
I think it's Janet, right?
So, so I'm going to reach out to her again and see if she would maintain it. And then, we'll look further from there.
Is there any requirement that it's a member who does it?
No,
Or is it just a person that we can?
it's preferable that it's a member. But it's not, and then I did get, another person that's willing to do it, that's not a member as
Yeah.
well.
And
But
then have any of you ever done it?
No.
Has anybody here ever done it? So it's
No.
it's not rocket science from what I understand, right?
It's not.
just uploading some stuff.
yes.
Okay.
And you get ChatGPT.
That's funny.
Jan,
Lori.
she used to do the Microsoft Outlook.
She has a website, she changes it, and I did explain to her it was WordPress. But again, she said she had volunteered for other stuff at this time, and she said if we're stuck, she'll reconsider, so. But is it something you're interested in, Craig?
Maybe, but I can also ask around, because it seems like it should be a very easy role to fill. My understanding is there's a stipend,
Yes, there's $1,000 stipend for the annually.
so I think that shouldn't be hard to fill, but I haven't asked anybody yet. So let me see who I know.
Okay.
And then,
Lori. I'm sorry, Craig. Dave
Yeah,
wanted
go
to
ahead.
say something.
Dave, are
Almost set. Almost set.
Okay.
you sure?
Yeah, I was just going to say, Jan and her husband was involved in helping to set up technology at the lake probably 10 years ago. So, I mean, they've been involved in it, but if somebody else wants to do it, that's fine.
Yeah, I will definitely reach out to her first again and ask her if she wants to reconsider. I told her I thought she'd be a great fit, so, based on her email that she sent me, so. So we're close.
Weren't we trying to get this done?
Yeah.
This meeting?
We were trying to get this done at this meeting, yes, this and the board vacancy.
Okay.
Okay, so her issue is she doesn't have time to, she'll maintain it, but she doesn't have time to create a new one.
I think so, yes.
Okay.
So I'm gonna reach back out to her.
Okay, well, what do we want? Do we want someone who will maintain and create the new one? Or instead of getting two people?
I
Really
think,
makes sense to get one person. I mean,
it would be nice to get
So-
one person.
Why reach back out to Jan if she's already told you she can't do everything?
She didn't say she can't do everything at all. She said, she didn't have time. So I'm thinking maybe creating the new one is what kind of pushed her away,
But we want one person that will do everything, right?
preferably.
So to Evelyn's point, because we only have Mike for a few more weeks, right?
Well, unless we pay him $100 a month,
Oh, okay.
which the stipend now is
Which- what the
1,000.
stipend is,
So
basically.
basically, yeah.
All right.
So, I mean, but it would be nice to kind of,
Is he not making a stipend now?
he's
Yes.
making a stipend now. He's taking $1,000 a year
Yeah.
now,
In order to
December.
help us out, he said he'd stay on until we could find somebody.
Oh, okay.
$100 a month.
All right. Well, I think if we can't come to an agreement or find somebody who's willing to fill the role, then that's a kind of a no-brainer. I haven't looked into it at all, but we can talk about what goes into it. If it's something as simple as once a week or once a month uploading some documents, I mean, I can't believe it's that hard. I could do that in my sleep and I wouldn't take the $1,000 stipend. If it's that,
You're
easy.
hired.
If it's that easy.
Why don't you talk to people that are interested? 'Cause
Yeah,
he said he would
that's-
also help with the transition.
Yeah, that's what I want to do. So if that's all right with everybody, then
Perfectly
I'll talk to
fine.
Mike.
But we also need someone to take initiative with it.
Right. Well, that's what we're talking about.
There's things on that page, that website that are outdated.
Yeah,
Right.
it's true. The
And there
committees,
is-
some other
it's-
committees and other.
Yeah.
It's disjointed as well. Actually, I sent him the update for some of the committees today. But it's disjointed. There's budget to actuals under one financial thing, and then there's
Is the
another
person,
one.
but the person who's doing this is not responsible for creating content, correct?
Correct,
That it's organizing content, and
correct,
the new build is building a new site with the existing content and uploaded content, but that
Well,
person's creating the content, right?
correct.
Well,
So,
but is that true? I mean, is that true? I mean, so it's, you know, to Evelyn's point, I think it's also updating what's currently there. So you're right, it is updating, but it's also taking a look at
Information,
serving our needs and should we change it?
So Lisa, I think what Craig is asking is, does he need to get the content? And no, he gets the content from all of us,
Got you. Okay, thank you.
right?
right, and all the content that's there, I looked at it today, it's not really organized properly. You got to go hunting for things. So if there was, organizing the drop downs, board stuff, budget stuff, keep everything together,
Yes,
and
Right.
keep it simple, stupid.
yes.
It doesn't need to be a place where we do a whole lot of business. It needs to be a place where we put information for the association to see, and that's all it needs to be. We're not selling anything. We're just providing information.
correct.
Okay.
Yep.
If you give me a few days and connect me with Mike, then I can talk to him about the process. And if he really wants out and it's easy enough to do, then we could talk about maybe me doing that. As far as building a new site, do we have to stay with WordPress, or can we go out and just build a new website somewhere else?
We can build a new website somewhere else.
Because they're all turnkey.
Right, and then we just point the host
Right.
right to it.
Okay. Okay.
No hiccups, hopefully, just,
Should be simple.
okay. Sounds good. Like it.
So we didn't decide on anything other than kick the can down the road. Let Mike do it for another month if it comes to that, but let me talk to Mike in the short term.
Right, right.
Okay.
It's progress.
One step at a time.
I mean, we're covered. Any more on the webmaster?
Plus, having a title like webmaster is just like something really cool. Like, we don't have a harbor master. We should have a harbor.
We should have
Maybe
harbor
you should be
master.
harbor
Yeah,
master.
You could be harbor master.
I think you have the experience, right? Yes, I do.
And we may need that if we keep doing what we're doing with all these pontoon boats.
Yeah.
We do have like.
Another discussion.
Yeah.
Another,
We talked about this.
Is there any unfinished business? Anything from last board meeting?
No,
I would like to do the water testing.
Oh, okay. We do need somebody.
I'd rather than proof the newsletter, I would rather do the water testing. I'm down there anyway,
All right.
chasing geese.
My brother just bought an electric boat to help.
The problem is it's getting stuck in the weeds. I can't use it.
I think Lisa Long, we talked about it at the last meeting. I think she has a spreadsheet and she has equipment, sampling equipment. She has a lot of stuff and she said she's willing to do the turnover, transition.
I'll talk to Lisa.
Okay. All right, awesome. Is that it for new business?
Unfinished business.
Unfinished.
so I'm finished. Yeah.
Sorry. Any new business? Great, we're moving along. Can we have a motion to go in executive session? We're going to talk about the property discrepancy.
Make a
I'll
motion
make
to
that
go.
motion.
I second that
And
motion.
Ethan's good at that.
you all have a good night.
All in favor?
Bye, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Get some sleep. You look exhausted.
No, thank you.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Motion carries.
Bye, Lisa. Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks, Julia.